Life is full of work and stress. Parenting can be a mess. Being a woman is hard enough without adding on that extra stuff. We'll cover topics of every kind. Helpful resources we will find. We'll even drink a bottle of wine. Join us. It will be a real good time. Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nikki.
And welcome to Working Mom's Wine, where we drink a bottle of wine
And whine about our crazy, stressful, busy working mommy lives while trying to offer tips and tricks along the way.
I'm doing 19 Crimes again. This is the Uprising. It says, The Uprising, a new wine aged for 30 days in rum barrels, pays homage to Australia's Rum Rebellion of 1808. Due to the government's hindering of the rum trade, the rebellion was the only time a group of soldiers and citizens banded together to overthrow the government. Why don't we do that,
Wow.
in modern times?
Now?
Anyway,
Right now?
yeah. Now, a portion of this handcrafted wine has thus been aged for 30 days in rum barrels and is dark with jammy flavors and a smoky finish. Boy, do I love things that have a smoky
How
finish.
fancy.
Slight tangent. I don't know if there's a restaurant near us named Prosino's. I don't know if that is like only in this area or if they have chains or whatever. They have a smoked old fashioned, I think it is, that they bring out
Mhm.
in a literal wooden box with this cool little carving on top. And they open it up in front of you, and all the smoke pours out like it's dry ice. Very cool
Wow.
presentation. Tastes amazing.
Sounds good.
Hmm.
I'm drinking the same thing I was on the last podcast. Bought a box Nighthawk Buttery Chardonnay.
This is not
Chardonnay is not my
super
favorite,
smoky.
but
Do you like the
yeah,
buttery one?
not really. I mean, it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
It's not bad, but it's not like I'm going to go buy that again. Like,
yeah.
I'm just not a Chardonnay gal.
Today we're going to whine about getting older and all the existential dread that comes with it and all the physical ramifications that go with it. I felt this the most yesterday. I may have
Ugh.
been called Nancy yesterday, which is the name of Brandon's late great grandma, because, she was getting up there in age and had issues handling heat. And I was
Mhm.
definitely acting like I was 94 the other day. I don't know how old she was, but I was acting like I was in my 90s the other day. It was in the 90s temperature wise. I believe, including the heat index, it was 97 yesterday. And I took off of work early to go get a good parking spot, and Brandon and the kids were going to join me later. So I'm
And
like,
an outdoor
okay,
craft festival.
an outdoor craft festival, yes. And there are shops on that street that are indoors that still were open because it's good for business. So my thought was, I'll walk around in the shade, I'll jump in on these shops, I'll make sure I'm in the air conditioning a lot. And I was like,
Nikki's
I
thought
have,
was, I'm going to back out and stay home,
yeah,
which I did.
which was smarter in my opinion. This is the first time, and it's always hot on festival weekend, but
It
this was
is,
the
yeah.
first time that it was
And
so
usually
hot.
wet,
Yes.
like muddy.
Yeah. And it wasn't muddy, there was no rain, and I think that might have been the issue. This is the first time that I did not enjoy myself. There were a couple of
Mm.
times where I was having fun, but like overall, I'm like, oh, it was worth it. And this year I came home and I was like, I don't want to go back. And usually I go back for the entire weekend.
Hmm.
So I got down there and I tried to cover as much territory as I could before Brandon and the kids showed up because I wanted to make sure that I noted where every booth was in case I wanted to go back for something, or maybe there was something that I wanted to see before I had all the kids and it was breakable and whatever.
Yeah, this is a big festival. It goes
It
along a
is.
street on both sides. Then you go down by a riverfront and it's both sides.
Yes.
Like,
And
it's
I
a
think that was
long,
part of my problem.
long trek.
I parked down at the riverfront and I started covering things at the riverfront. And my boss texts me and he goes, I need you to check out a dog bowl in front of a specific bar. And he had
Mhm.
gone to that bar for lunch. And I'm like, are they are they drunk? Did he mean to text that to someone else? Is he really talking about a dog bowl? And I texted him back and I said, dog bowl?
What?
And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, he clearly meant to text me because now he knows who's texting him back. And then it hit
So
me.
what was this about?
I'm at a craft festival because they were taking bets on the prices of them. He knows I'm at the craft
Oh,
festival. They aren't still at the bar, like the thing was setting up, and they were taking bets on the
okay.
price of them, and he wants me to check it. So I go all the
So
way
he's
from,
cheating.
yeah. Well, they were settling the bet basically. He wants me to go up there, and I'm all the way down at the other end of the river. And he didn't say like right away or anything.
Hmm.
So I go all the way down to the other end of the riverfront, and then I cut up, and then of course all the bars and stuff are like beyond the craft fair a little bit. So I go
Hmm.
all the way down to the very end of the craft fair on the cobblestones, checking things out along the way, getting him the price range of those dog bowls, etc. And
Stop it.
then while I'm down there, I found a booth that has not they're like it's like you hang a painting on a wall, but she makes them out of sand.
Okay.
But because it was fragile, I didn't want to carry it around all day. And Brandon and the kids were still getting ready and weren't here yet. And so what do? I go all the way from the far end of the festival all the way back to my car. Did I drink a soda and a water during this journey? Yes, I did. Did I also, after leaving my car and walking back up to the entrance of the festival, immediately sit down on a shaded bench and question my life choices? Yes, I did. Did I stop in
Yep.
multiple air conditioned shops along the way until Brandon and them got there? Yes, I did. Did I still feel like I was dying on the walk to the restaurant I insisted on eating in this year? Yes, I did. We sat down in the restaurant. I started feeling a lot better. And then we did like a little bit of time with the whole family there. And then Brandon took a couple kids back home while I kept a couple of kids thinking, oh, it's nighttime. It's dark. I will be fine. Yeah. Was I fine? No. Like at nighttime, usually things start to cool down and you feel normal. I was still super duper struggling. I had to sit down multiple times. There was one part where they found a sticker booth right next to a booth full of bows, and I let Eliana and Silas just explore both of those while I sat down. And we left before closing time, which is unusual for me. Although some of the places were starting to like shutter up early. Did not help that there's a boil advisory right now, and you can't like stop for a lemonade anywhere you want. I feel like that's also why people were closing up shop early. The restaurant that we went to usually has a 2 hour wait and did not have a wait at all. So, but it was just, I don't know. Like I came home and I was super struggling. And I don't know if it's just because of the heat advisory or if age was playing a factor, but I definitely did feel like a great grandma who could no longer handle it.
It's definitely a combo. It's the heat advisory, it's getting older, it's
Yeah.
there being a boil order on water, so liquids are less available. Like they always have free water stands sitting around, and like when it's normal temperatures.
You got labs done recently, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Here's another old person whine. So did I. And more, I'm needing more and more supplements.
I
Last
actually got the
time,
opposite this time. I was told I'm taking too much of a supplement.
oh,
So
that's true, you were. Last time I was told I had no vitamin D in my body, and I
same,
probably get outside
and
more
B12.
now than I did when I was in college or high school.
Hmm.
And this time around, I mentioned to my provider that sorry if you're a working dad watching this and this is TMI. Um, but with my monthly cycles, I'm like, they're very heavy. I find myself like fatigued a lot. Um, Not necessarily related because it's a little more random. Sometimes I get dizzy spells, whatever. She's like, let's check your iron levels. I needed an iron supplement. So I'm taking blood pressure medication and an iron supplement and vitamin D when I remember, and my allergy pills. And I choose to take a collagen pill. We're getting up to like 5 or 6 pills a day. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. I do take supplements for things, but it's all
Mm.
optional. It's not because, well,
I
only one of them
optionally
is
take
because the doctor
magnesium as
told me
well.
to. Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
keep
take
I was gonna say
try
I'm
to
trying
keep
to
like,
keep like headaches in check and stuff.
oh, yeah. I take a probiotic in the morning, and it's one that specifically
Yes.
has things in it for women's uh, reproductive health.
Yeah.
And then I also take a vitamin D, but I've dropped that to every other day because the high dosage that I got, it's a brand that I trust, so I don't want to lower the dose by going to another brand. But my vitamin D levels were a little high. So
Yeah.
now I'm doing it every other day instead of every day. I'm going to see how that works out this year.
Yeah.
Like a B12, because that was a low thing last year at my doctor. But this year it's on target, so I guess it's working. I take magnesium glycinate at night before bed. It's supposed to help you feel sleepy and sleep better through the night and
Yeah,
help
I need to get
muscles.
that. I think I got the wrong magnesium and I would like the glycinate.
Yeah, there's three different kinds, and citrate, glycinate, and something else. And the other
Mm.
two do different things and send you to the bathroom a lot. Glycinate
Hmm.
is the one you want for rest and sleep and
Yeah,
muscles. So,
gotcha.
like muscle relaxation, muscle cramping.
Yeah, I'll have to double check. Um,
But that's all I take. Oh, no,
the
I
other
do take
wine,
collagen sometimes.
yeah.
I'm spotty with it. I took it consistently for a very long time and I felt like it did nothing. So now I'm like, I
Yeah.
take it because I feel like people say it does do stuff, but I don't feel any difference. And so I
As
just
a
keep
pill or as the drink mix-in?
drink mixing.
Okay.
I used to take one that was, you could just buy at Walmart,
Yeah,
and then like Vital Protein or something like that, collagen. And
yeah,
then I switched to the beauty brand stuff.
yeah,
And I think I'm on month 3 of the beauty brand stuff. And I just
yeah,
put it in my coffee in the morning. So it's most mornings, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Tips and tricks.
So getting older sucks.
Getting older
Tip
sucks.
number 1, increase your exercise, and
Yes.
not in intensity, but in consistency. You have to strength
Yes.
train, especially as a woman who is losing bone density the older you get. Strength training will help with that. So,
As
lifting weights.
as someone who lives a more sedentary lifestyle at the moment and has high blood pressure issues, the main thing that I hear from people too is just take 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week to walk.
Hmm.
And we have a track at work. Maybe you have something available to you where, like, for 30 minutes, you could just do some light walking. That's a start.
Hmm.
So you could mix the light walking in with the strength training. But even just making yourself get up and walk around for a bit is going to be good for you.
I spoke with a nutritionist about women in perimenopause, and she said even just standing in front of the TV and marching in place for 15 minutes during your lunch break helpful. Like start there, do that.
We are
So
lucky
3 days
enough,
a week strength training, 3 days a week walking, and then on your rest day maybe doing some sort of stretching,
yeah. And we are lucky enough
flexibility
at my
training.
job where basically every desk is a standing desk. Like you have the option for it to be standing or not. So especially if I know I'm going to be on a longer phone call and I don't have to be like right in front of my screen because I have a headset too. I will make it into a standing desk. I will walk either near the desk or there's like a very small loop within a circle of desks that I will make in case I have to run back to my computer to give them a figure. If this is like an evening or more during the summer when you might have more time for it, get outside with the kids a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could literally just be like sitting outside in a chair while they play. It gets them off the screens and outside. So it's good for everybody to get everyone outside.
And then just be prepared for being outside in the heat,
Yes.
making sure you're
Water
hydrated.
bottles.
Hydration happens 12 hours before the time you're at. So if you're going out the next day,
You
drink your
don't tell me
water the
that.
night before. Like, you got to time it out so that you're hydrated. And then take all your tools with you, portable fans, cooling towels. There's also different things you can purchase to help. I've heard of some women, this is specifically for older women. But we sweat down there, and it gets stinkier when you're going through perimenopause and menopause.
Mhm.
Wearing those period panties all the
Mhm.
time can be helpful for that. There's also these handy things you can slide under your bra. They just go right under the what do you call it? Elastic band, and they tuck in right underneath, and they absorb sweat. And then what I like to do is when I'm just doing chores around the house and I'm getting sweaty, then I'm done with the chores, I'm ready to relax, and I want to be wet and gross, I just take it off and throw it in the laundry bin, and my bra's not soaking wet.
And
So
I've
there's that.
already told Nikki how dare she gatekeep this, and she's going to give me the link, and I will put it in the
I've been
description.
trying them out because I asked in a group about ideas for Disney because I don't like feeling wet
Oh, that's
or
perfect.
having to bring a full change of clothes.
Yeah.
And someone linked me to these, so I've been trying them out to see if they actually work. And
Yeah.
sometimes they do still get your bra wet if you get sweaty enough before you pull it off, but better than just being soaked through constantly.
Fair. Um
That powder doesn't work, I'm telling you.
my other advice is pick one day a week. I know a lot of people will prefer probably Saturday or Sunday, but maybe you've got a random day off during the week or an evening during the week where you have a lot of free time. If you can set up meal prep and work ahead as much as you can for the times when you can't do it, and then you can pull it out of the freezer, take it to work. It's healthier, saves a lot of time in the long run. That can help too. And then when you do have to take supplements, finding one that is a slow release supplement is your best option because it's going to absorb better into your body throughout the day. And then if you talk to your doctor, like say they want to put you on a supplement, they will usually say like look for this many like milligrams or whatever, look for slow release and look for like this type of quality, or maybe they will give you a specific name brand or whatever. Mine told me like, hey, I get mine on Amazon and I look for this, and that. And so when I found my iron supplements, like I plugged that into the search bar. That can be very helpful.
Especially as a woman getting older, be careful who you take your advice from. Make
Fair.
sure it's older women who understand the changes that go on during that time because
Yeah.
supplements, exercise, and diet recommendations all change
Yeah.
when your hormones change. Making sure you're talking to someone who knows what they're talking about.
Yes.
There are, of course, young people who are trained in that and understand those things, but a majority of the like social media personal trainers you run across are not going to be giving advice for women going through that. So
Keep in mind
make sure you
too,
find someone who is.
a lot of people on social media, first of all, there's a lot of misinformation out there, but second of all, a lot of them are trying to sell you something. So if they give you a bunch of advice and then link you to a product, maybe they're just trying to sell you that product. So make sure
Yeah.
that you're doing your research, consulting your doctor that knows like your specific situation, things like
Hmm.
that. Like some of them,
Yeah.
yes, are out there to help. And like I know that we are people on social media giving tips and things.
Just vet your sources.
Vet your sources.
We're not giving you our name brands. We're not putting links for you to buy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we're
If you
just saying
see
this is a
anything from
product we
me,
like.
at the most it's an Amazon affiliate link. And let me tell
Yeah.
you, honestly, it is pennies on the hundreds of dollars. It is not lucrative for us at this point. So if we recommend something to you, it's because
It's
we
because we
actually
use it
like it.
and it
Yeah.
works.
So as always, you can find us on all the socials as Working Moms Wine. If you have any tips of your own or any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.